Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Well, Bronco fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here with you once again. Is this week going to be a step in the right direction for one of our teams we've got, Brock, both of whom haven't played the type of ball early in the season that they want, both coming into this one below 500.
And you and I both know we're not math majors, but we do know this. You stay below 500 in this league, well, you're going to be headed to the top of next spring's NFL draft order. We're not to that.
Five weeks come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. Here's Carter on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Nix looking to throw. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. In motion right is Mims. They'll run now on second down. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here we go with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Nix with it on first. Finds Mims. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
So many times, the job of that DN is to contain. Keep anything from bouncing outside, but not on this play. He got a draw, he got a chance to crash inside, and he took advantage of that opportunity.
This one's caught. It's a Denver touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Xavier Gipson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He's going to push one deep down, brought in inside the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Gipson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They start the drive with Hall. It's a pickup of 26, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Cut by the open man. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, it's Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's a 2-score game early. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Play action with Nix. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is scooped up by the Jets.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Hall running between the tackles. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go right back to Hall. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
One of the tight ends motioning left. On the handoff, Allen. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
And 9 at the 23-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. Caught by Lazard. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
I'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Fields looking to throw. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. This is Allen. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Chased out to his right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Quincy Williams making the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Throwing here, Nix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be Jets football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 29-yard line.
Fields throwing here. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Buys time, rolling right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down, ball at the 36. Another carry for him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 38. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Nix off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier will have aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Quincy Williams making the tackle. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Mims with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Secures this at the 17. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but it's still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be their football. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Fields on 1st down. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, Fields. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
63 yards to gain on the play. That's good for the Jets.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos taking a lead into that locker room. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Huer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. On the return, here comes Davis. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jets out to begin another drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Broke through the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings us 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. A give now from the gun. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. Now Nick's on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
And that reaches the 35, but no further as it caroms out of bounds. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now it's Fields. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play.
First down.
And the Broncos will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Audric Estime. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We send a man in motion. From the 36. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Number 37. An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos first down.
They send Mims left. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this down to the 40. 2 yards on the tote, and that won't improve their spot much. 3rd and a mile coming up. Here's Nix to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this stays a 1-score, 8-point game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Escapes his grasp. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they could be facing fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He's got it near midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And the Jets offense will take over inside of enemy territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They give on second to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Denver ready for another offensive possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Play action with Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Nix from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down throw for Fields. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action, it's Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Rolling out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Fields out of the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and goal.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets trail by 8. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 4th down.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll run for it with Hall. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Denver set to take the field on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
6 yards on the run. That sets up 4th and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He'll take it in short of midfield. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from New York.